We're also on Talk City 91.1 FM and streaming live on Facebook at TTT Live Online. Now, this is a conversation that started last week, and we're going to continue. With me from the Chief Coordinator and Founder of Care Helpers Organization of Trinidad and Tobago. Joining me this morning is Michelle Lashley Bisram, who is closest to me here, as well as Michelle Howard Reyes, and finally Alicia Pacheco. They are all from the Care Helpers Organization of Trinidad and Tobago, and Michelle Lashley Bisram is the President and Chief Coordinator. Michelle Howard Reyes is the Director Designate of Communications and Marketing, and Alicia Pacheco is the Executive Committee Member of Events and Projects. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
A little bit of a mouthful there. But just to recap, how long has the Care Helpers Organization been in existence?
Right. Care Helpers Organization has been in existence for 2 years. On December 27 will be our anniversary for exactly 2 years.
Well, congratulations. Yeah. And tell us about some of the work that you have done thus far.
Right. So far, we have engaged in workshops with our parents doing like small, short courses, doing quilting. We also have workshops with the Ministry of Social Development, yes, where we get awareness of the disabilities that our children have, which is CP.
Right.
Right. We also gear on doing counseling. We invite people from the social development and so forth to come in and speak with our parents concerning the grants. And also we have counselors to speak with parents how to handle situation with their children, right? Or individuals, I should say, because we have both teenage children and also we have adults in the organization. We have roughly 70 plus persons in the organization at the moment. Yeah.
Wow, so you all have a big team going strong for soon to be 2 years and stuff. So continuing the conversation, what is your purpose in terms of filling the advocacy support gap in the East-West corridor?
Right, so this is where we come about. Because of lack thereof, we decide to come into existence to help that area, bring in the gap in, whether in our families, churches, schools, as the case may be, to fill the gaps, to help persons to know what CP is all about. Because, because we realize that there's a lack thereof.
A lack of knowledge.
Knowledge, yes. So we wanted to, make that known to the public and also to our various family members and so forth. So they will learn how to respect and appreciate our children because they are important just like everybody else.
Yes. Everybody else, correct. Yes. And just to reiterate, CP, cerebral palsy, it is a condition that's caused at birth.
At birth, or it could be after birth as well.
After birth as well.
Yes.
And what are some of the major effects? I understand there's a spectrum and there are those who are high and low on the spectrum.
All right, I'll give a switch.
So I'll jump in here. So it's a condition that can range from mild to severe, or what we call profound.
Right.
So it mostly affects mobility and speech and the ability to feed and so forth. So we have persons who may be mild and they can attend school and so forth, but they may be affected with fine motor skills or motor planning. So being able to walk, run, hop, jump, balance, it's really affected. Or even their speech may be affected, speech is slurred. And we have persons on the other end of the spectrum who will be severe, and those are the persons people are more aware of with cerebral palsy because they're usually in a wheelchair and so forth, so their mobility is really affected, or their bodies may be a little contorted because of which part of the brain was damaged. So we just want to bring awareness because a lot of people don't know it's on a spectrum.
Right.
And they only expect to see the severe or the profound who need the most care. But our advocacy also is because we need our ones with the moderate or mild who can attend schools and go to institutions and can participate in society a little bit more for them to have a little bit more.
Yeah, that's right, because our own Shamma Miraj, we have seen her doing extremely well. She has a number of degrees. She has more degrees than I do, I'll tell you that. And she's doing so well and functioning just fine in society. So people need to detach the stigma from it, and looking at them in such a way that they are different because they can operate on very, very successfully in society. I'm sure there would be accessibility issues that need to be addressed in many ways.
Yes.
And, you know, organizations like your own, those that would raise awareness about
And
it.
our organization also, we did support our families in terms of getting them wheelchairs, just to improve the accessibility. And even for some of the persons who are profound on the spectrum, they are usually in bed or at home, and their parents were not able to take them out or do stuff with them, or just even being able to take your child to the doctor.
And speaking of the parents, I want to hear from Michelle Howard-Reyes, your personal experience as a parent of a person with CP. Tell us about it.
Yes. My daughter, Danique, she is 12 years old, and she was diagnosed at, well, even from birth, I was able to see that she wasn't able to hold up her head. And the response was like, okay, everything will be fine. But when you go home, is a different story.
Right.
You see the normal progression that you would normally see in a child, you wasn't seeing it. And it was difficult because as a parent, dealing with this for the first time, you're unaware of like what is happening, what you have to do, and you just go down into probably researching, checking here, asking questions, and it's really, really difficult. And probably even being on your own with this, you know, it's difficult. So with regards to the care helpers coming into play, it was much easier being able to relate to other parents, seeing other parents, you know, with children, being able to share your experiences, because it was like from one to the next, you try to go abroad, get assistance. And even the first time we went abroad, we were able to get the doctor's help because she moved from not only not being able to meet the scales on the developmental scale, she even went into being having seizures. And then from that you go on now to difficulty because not able to move, you're not realizing that, okay, then it's difficulty even for the formation of the bones. So she went into having spinal problems. So the challenge is real. The challenge is there, and you just have to deal with it. And it's each and every day you get up, you have to see about it, you know, be able to, each and everything that has to be done, you have to do it.
Right.
Because with her being in a wheelchair, you have to care for her. And being a working parent, now you have to see about getting care for her throughout the day. So the challenge is real. And sometimes you get the response you probably might think you will get from someone at home who might know, or the response you think you might get from persons at work. It's, you know, it's challenging, and you always have to, you know, probably stand your grounds to be able to get assistance. You know, so it is real.
So what would you say is the biggest challenge that the Care Helpers organization has alleviated for you, or helped in any way?
With regards to knowing that you're not alone, with regards to being able to feel that, you know, you can be a part of something that you can share.
A sense of community.
Yes, a sense of community. And being able to, well, this is the first time I was able to even be on the bus, the Elamo bus. You try countless times to get a connection when you try for schooling, and that wasn't even able to be in fruition. But with the group, I was able to go to the bus, being able with everybody else, go on outings, take her out.
And I want to thank you all for joining us this morning and sharing your very personal story of your experiences, you know, being the parent of a person with CP. I want to thank you for telling us about the work that you've been doing, and congratulations early on your 2 years. And we look forward to many more years to come of the good work that you are doing in the organization, and many more generations to join in and to help the cause as well. So I want to thank you so much, Michelle Lashley Bisram. I want to thank you as well, Michelle Howard Reyes, and I want to thank you, Alicia Pacheco, for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.
All
for
right.
being here.